So, hello everyone. I'm Benjan Asuncion and I'm going to be your tutor for BA 99.1 third LE Samplex. So, before I start, short background lang about me. So, I graduated PSBAA. Ito lang, so batch 2020. So, right now, I'm currently studying for the CPA board exams. And also, I'm a former member of UP JPIA also. So, doon sa mga hindi pa members yan, hopefully, maka-join din kayo. Yun. Okay? So, yun, let's start. Start muna tayo sa theory. Okay. So, number 1, which method of recording bad debt expense is consistent with accrual accounting? A. Allowance method. B. Direct write-off method. C. Percentage of sales method. D. Percentage of receivables method. So, ito may answer na. The answer is letter A. Allowance method. So, bakit consistent siya sa accrual accounting? Kasi when we use allowance method, we use ADA, okay, in recognizing. And also, the purpose of the allowance method is to recognize bad debts expense already kahit wala pang actual write-off, okay, or kahit wala pang actual default by the customers. Bakit ba? Kasi ganun yung rule. Kasi tinatry ni allowance method na i-match yung sales tsaka yung bad debts. So, kung kailan sa period na may benta ka, may sales ka, dun kayo mag-recognize ng bad debts mo. Kahit wala pang actual default ng customers. Okay? So, the answer is letter A, allowance method. Accrual accounting. Hindi sagot yung percentage of sales and percentage receivables kasi both of them, they are methods used in allowance method. So, hindi. The best answer is letter A, allowance method. Okay? Number 2, when an accounts receivable aging schedule is prepared, a series of computations made in order to determine the estimated uncollectible amount. The resulting figure from this schedule is, alam natin na kapag gumagamit tayo ng aging schedule, okay, ang compute na natin is yung required balance ng ADA or allowance for doubtful accounts. So the answer is letter C. It is the desired credit balance of the allowance for doubtful accounts to be reported at year-end. Okay. Now, for number 3, an entity uses the allowance method to recognize bad debts expenses. What's the impact of a collection of an account previously written off? Now, pakitandaan lang, okay, collection of an account previously written off, also called as recovery. Okay? So, shortcut entry dyan is, okay, wait lang. Shortcut entry dyan is to debit cash and to credit ADA. Okay? Ito lang yung shortcut. Bakit may long cut ba? Meron. Usually, ang nangyayari kasi dyan sa collection of previously written off is ibabalik mo muna yung AR. Okay? Kasi mabubuhay ulit yung receivable tsaka yung ADA. Then tsaka makolektahin. Debit cash and credit AR. So, papansin mo na may debit AR to, may credit AR yan. So, ma-offset lang. So, in the end, the net effect would be a debit cash and a credit ADA. So, ito na lang yung shortcut entry natin dyan. Okay? So, therefore, based on discussion, what's the impact of a collection of an account previously written off? The answer is letter D. No effect on bad debts expense, but increase in allowance for doubtful accounts. Okay? Number 4, using the allowance method. An account is written off. A, as part of the adjusting entries. B, when it's thought to be uncollectible. C, at the end of the reporting period. D, in the period the revenue was recorded. Again, write-off happens. Okay? When we write off, dun tayo sa actual na hindi siya makakapagbayad. So, uncollectible na siya. Okay? Letter B. Number 5. Bitersha Incorporated is a supplier of organic Campalayato, Malacanang. Past experience indicates that approximately 1% of Bitersha Incorporated net sales will become uncollectible. If net sales are 300,000, estimated uncollectible accounts expense should be, okay? Papasin natin na sabi niya 1% of net sales. Ibig sabihin niyan, the method it's using is a percentage of sales. Pag gumamit ng percentage of sales, di ba, ang makukuha niyan is the required BDE or the bad debts expense. So, ano yung net sales? 300,000. Paki-multiply sa 1%. Okay? Makukuha natin is 3,000. So, the answer is letter B, 3,000 pesos. Kasi ang tinatanong is uncollectible accounts expense. So, tama. 3,000 yun. Okay? Number 6. The credit balance of allowance for uncollectible accounts is 5,200. The estimated uncollectible accounts expense using percentage of sales is 42,500. After the adjusting entry has been recorded, the credit balance of allowance for uncollectible accounts should be, okay. Here's a problem. We are going to interpret the 5,200 credit balance of ADA or allowance for uncollectible accounts as the ADA before the adjusting entry to record the 42,500. So, ibig sabihin, meron kang 5,200 sa simula, tapos, meron kang uncollectible accounts expense using percentage of sales, 42,500. So, di ba ang entry niyan to record the expense is, debit, bad debts expense, tapos credit, allowance, okay, for doubtful accounts. So, therefore, we know that the credit will in ADA will increase. So, 42,500 will be added to 5,200. So, ang pag pinag-add natin yan, ang sagot ay 47,700. So, that's the answer for number 6. Okay. Number 7. A company uses the percentage of receivables method in estimating doubtful accounts. It approximates that 4% of its 750,000 AR will be uncollectible. Its ADA has credit balance of 8,000. The adjusting entry will include a blank to the ADA. So remember, again, na percentage of AR na yung gagamitin. So when we multiply 750,000 times 4%, makukuha natin 30,000. Itong 30,000, ano na to? Okay. Itong 30,000, this will be the required EDA. Okay? Now, currently, ADA has a credit balance of 8,000. So, kumbaga, dito, meron tayong 8,000 beginning ADA. The adjusting entry will include a blank to ADA. Okay? Now, yung 8,000, naging 30,000 sa uli. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Nagkaroon ng increase ng 22,000 sa ADA. 22,000 to increase the ADA, debit credit, with credit. Okay? Credit balance ang ADA. So, letter B ang sagot. Okay? Number 8. Net sales on account are 300,000. The beginning book value of AR is 45,000. The ending book value of AR is 60,000. AR turnover ratio is blank. Okay. AR turnover. Okay. Anong formula ng AR turnover? Net sales, net credit sales. Pakitandaan, credit sales ha. Hindi lahat ng sales kasi ang nagko-concern lang sa AR is yung credit sales. Okay? Hindi kasama yung cash sales. Divided by average AR. Okay? So, yung AR na yan, we have 45,000 plus 60,000 divided by 2. Again, average. So, add mo lang divided by 2. We get 52,500 dito sa denominator. Ano yung net credit sales? 300,000. Okay. 300,000 divided by 52,500, 5.71. Okay? Times 5.71, meaning answer is letter B. Okay? Meaning, sa isang taon, 5.71 times niya nakokolekta yung AR niya. Okay? Number 9. Kaya mo yan, Incorporated had an accounts receivable turnover ratio of 8.3 last year. Its AR turnover ratio for the current year is 8.6. From last year to the current year, average collection period has, again, parang we interpret this as 8.3 times siya nakakakolekta last year. Ngayon, 8.6 times na. Maganda ba yun? Yes. Kasi, nakakakolekta ka ng mas mabilis. Kung nakakolekta ka ng mas mabilis, yung collection period mo, bababa. Kasi matagal, mas mabilis ka nang nakakolekta. So, yung period for collection, mabilis na. Mas bumilis. So, decrease. Okay? Number 10. Under the allowance method, an account write-off would. Write-off, write-off, write-off. Ano entry ng write-off? Diba? Debit, ADA, credit, accounts receivable. Wawalain yung ADA, wawalain yung AR. So, ang sagot is, did it increase bad debts, expense? No, wala namang nakikitang BDE dyan. Decrease net receivables? No. Have no effect on net receivables? That's the answer. Okay, bakit? Kasi bumaba si AR, bumaba si ADA. Kontra AR si ADA. So, kumbaga, ito, bumaba. Etong si ADA, bumaba. Ang kaso, di ba ang ADA kontra AR, edi parang positive na rin yan. Minus, minus. So, positive, negative, net effect, 0. So, no effect on net receivables. Okay? Number 11. A company's average collection period is 54 days. Its AR turnover ratio using 365 days is... Okay. Remember na the collection period is equals to number of years, number of days in a year, sabi dito 365, divided by the AR turnover. Yan yung formula. Ang kaso binigay yung collection period. Kasi ang hinahanap yung turnover. So, using algebra, pwede natin itong makompute. AR turnover is equals to 365 days divided by the 54 times ka makakollect in a year. So, 365 divided by 54, ibig sabihin, the AR we get 6.759. So, 6.8 times, okay? Siyang nakakakolekta ng receivables in a year. Okay? So, ayun. The answer is letter B, 6.8. Number 12. Dishonored notes receivable would involve. The answer is letter A, a debit to accounts receivable. Bakit? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng dishonor notes receivable? Usually, ang dishonor notes receivable, nasa ano pa yan receivable financing. Pero ang nangyayari kasi, kapag sinabing dishonor, hindi nagbayad si customer. Okay? Di ba may receivable ka sa customer mo, hindi mo na siya makokolekta. Nag-dishonor siya. Now, bakit debit to AR? Kasi, usually, ang notes receivable, dinidiscount yan. Okay? Ibig sabihin ng discount, basta parang ibebenta mo siya sa bangko. Gusto mo kasi magkapera agad, so parang ibebenta mo sa bangko yung receivable mo. Para ngayon, may pera ka na. Hindi ka na maghihintay para makollect yung receivable. Ang kaso, pagka-discount mo kay bank, parang minsan may mga pagkakataon na pwede ka pa rin habulin ni bangko kapag hindi niya nakolekta yung receivable, meaning ni bangko. Okay, pwede ka niyang habulin. Yun yung dishonor. Okay? Now, kapag dishonor, si customer, patay ka na nagbenta ng receivable. Kasi, ang mangyayari, habulin ka ni bank. So, ang mangyayari, debit, AR, credit cash. Kanino mo babayaran? Bakit credit cash? Kanino ka nagbayad? Kay bank. Kasi sinisingil ka ni bank. Oh, hindi nagbayad. Hindi nagbayad yung customer. Oh, akin na. Sisingilin kita. Oh, ayan. Bakit debit AR? AR, kanino to? Kay customer. Oh, ako nang hahabol kay customer na hindi nagbayad. Okay? Yun yung dishonor. So, debit to AR siya. Okay? Bakit wala man lang ba ako notes receivable dito sa entry ko? Meron. Another entry siya. Basta parang mawawala yung notes receivable mo. So, uh, advance na kasi to eh. Basta NR discounted, credit, notes receivable, okay? Basta, ang point lang nito, madede-recognize si NR. Kasi, hindi ka nahahabulin ni bank. I mean, wala ka ng notes receivable. Kasi, ang habol mo na is si customer. So, balik kayo sa AR. Okay? So, ganun siya. Debit to AR. Etong mga other choices, wala. Walang bad debts expense, walang ADA kasi wala pa ngang AR eh. Ngayon pa lang. Magkakaroon na agad nitong mga to. Debit to notes receivable, hindi. Actually, credit to. Okay? So, yun. Yun yung sagot sa number 12. Number 13, using the allowance method, writing off an account would entail writing off, write off, ano mangyayari? Credit, AR. Debit, ADA, credit, AR. 13, letter dog. Okay? Number 14, depreciation of fixed assets is an accounting process in conjunction with. Okay. The answer is letter D, cost allocation. Okay. If you're gonna read your books, mababasa nyo siguro, may minsan nakalagay, depreciation is a matter of cost allocation and not valuation. Bakit? Ano ba ibig sabihin nun? You do not, ang purpose ng depreciation, halimbawa yung mga carrying amount niya, ganyan, depreciation, ACDEP, hindi nun purpose is to value the asset. Kasi when you value an asset, ang basis mo dyan, fair value. Kung magkano siya ngayon, market price ngayon, yun yung asset value, valuation. Ang depreciation, for cost allocation lang siya. Anong ina-allocate mo? Yung cost. Ano yung cost? Yung purchase price. Di ba napapansin mo sa depreciation, kapag nag-depreciate ka, nakabase lang dun sa price, the cost was ganyan nung binili mo. Meron ba sa depreciation na nag-involve ka kung magkano na presyo niya ngayon? Hindi, di ba? Di ba, nagde-divide tayo, nakabase lang doon sa original cost. Kasi nga, for allocation lang talaga siya. Hindi siya nagva-value. Ina-allocate lang natin yung cost. Ini-spread lang natin yon throughout the useful life. Yun yung purpose ng depreciation. Okay? Cost allocation. Letter D. Number 15. In computing for depreciation, which of the following depreciation methods normally ignores residual value of a depreciable asset? Okay? Common mistake ng estudyante kapag nagkahalo-halo na, okay, pakitandaan, declining balance ay hindi ka gagamit ng residual value. Okay, meron naman yan sa computation mamaya. Okay, basta pakitandaan for A, B, and D, you deduct residual value before ka mag-divide dyan. Sa useful life, declining balance, wala. Okay, doon ka lang sa original carrying amount. Okay, carrying amount. Number 16. Depreciation is computed under which of the following depreciation methods in the same way as depletion? Okay. Depreciation, saan siya nagkakapareho? Units of production. Depletion kasi ginagamit yan sa mga ore, mines, mga nag-extract. So, nakabase siya dun sa kung ilang units yung pwede nilang ma-extract from that land. So, pareho siya sa units of production, wherein hindi ka nakabase sa year. Hindi mo siya ini-spread sa year, kundi sa kung gaano, like, sa production or sa units na pwedeng ma-benefit ni PPE throughout its life. Yun yung units of production method. Number 17. The sale of a depreciable asset resulting in a gain indicates that the proceeds from the sale were, again, the sale of a depreciable asset. May gain ka. Ibig sabihin, nung binenta mo, kumita ka. Ibig sabihin, mas malaki yung na-receive mo na proceeds. Proceeds meaning yung kita ay na-receive mong pera nung binenta mo. So, greater. Greater than ano? The cost of the book value. The answer is book value, of course. Kasi book value means cost minus accumulated depreciation. Kasi kapag cost yung original cost lang, hindi. May ACDEP. Kasi syempre, part siya ng carrying amount or book value. So, dapat pareho yun. Yan nati-take into account. Kasi kapag binenta mo siya, pareho nang nawawala or nade-recognize yung original PPE cost tsaka yung ACDEP. So, book value talaga siya. 17, C. Okay? 18, on initial recognition, PPE should be recognized or measured at cost. Kung magkano mo siya binili. Okay? Actually, purchase price only, malito, kulang. Okay? Totoo, purchase price commonly, pero hindi siya only. May mga iba pang components dyan. Transportation cost, delivery fee. Pag in-install mo siya, pinakabit mo, part pa rin siya ng PPE. Hindi lang yung kung magkano mo siya binili. Okay? So, lahat yun kapag pinagsama-sama, that's the initial cost. Okay? So, cost, yung tamang sagot. Okay? Number 19, the useful life of a patent is a type of intangible asset. Okay, ang sagot sa number 19 is letter C, whichever is shorter. Ibig sabihin, tignan mo muna yung legal life. Pakitandaan, ang legal life ng patent ay 20 years. Okay? 20 years. Now, letter B equal to the number of periods within which economic benefits are expected to flow. Okay, so kung ano yung shorter dyan? Doon yung gagamitin mong yun yung gagamitin mong useful life para makompute yung, we call it amortization, okay? PPE has depreciation. Wasting asset has depletion. Intangible assets, amortization tawag din. Okay, so whichever is shorter. For theory purposes lang siya. So, ibig sabihin, when you amortize, maximum 20 years lang yung gagamitin. Okay? And last for theory number 20, which of the following methods of depreciation would result in the highest depreciation expense during the latter years of a depreciable asset? Okay. The answer. Okay. Pakitandaan na ginamit niyang word is latter years. Not early years ha. Latter years. Okay? If ang tanong sana is early years, ang mga common prospects mo sa choices is declining balance, units of production. Bakit? Kasi yung declining balance, mas mataas yung depreciation kapag early years kasi mataas pa yung carrying amount. Sa latter years, mas mababa kasi lower na yung carrying amount, yung ina-apply mong rate. Units of production, definitely, early years yan mataas na depreciation kasi dun ka pa madaming na e-exert na units or hours, yung PPE. Okay, some of the years, okay, ang some of the years kasi, some of the years siya, so mas mataas yung allocation na ginagawa kapag early years. Okay, for example, some of the years, 3 years, 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, sa unang year, ang ginagamit mo is 3 divided by the sum of the year. So, meaning, what's that? 3 over 6. Okay. Tapos, 2 over 6. 1 over 6. So, in the end, early years, ganun pa rin, mas mataas yung depreciation expense kaysa sa latter year. So, sagot letter C. Straight line. Okay? Kasi sa straight line, regardless of the year, saan ka nakatingin, okay, malapit nang mag-end yung life, maaga, pare-pareho siya ng depreciation allocated. So, in the end, pagdating ng latter years, pag kinompare mo na tong apat, straight line yung pinakamataas. Kasi yung tatlong choices, mababa na yung depreciation. Okay? Straight line, pantay-pantay. So, nasa straight line yung pinakamataas. Okay? So, yun lang for number 20 theory. So, ikakat ko muna yung video right now. So, that would be our part 1 for the samplex. Part 2 video, we will discuss short problems. Okay? So, bale magiging dalawang parts or dalawang videos itong lecture. So, yun lang. Thank you.